So, hello everybody. I'm sure, Dima, you get questions all like this all the time. What do you do to stay young and beautiful? And so this video is about what we do to stay young. There are three things. So, my name is Katarina Hanssens Carlsson. I'm the Healthgevity Nation Ambassador for Sweden. And Dima, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Katarina, for this engaging discussion. I am Dima Kobrosi Katrib. I am Healthgevity Nation Ambassador for Bahrain. And I am a clinical dietitian, well-being and leadership coach, very passionate about anything related to well-being, health, nutrition, and of course, longevity.
Beautiful. It's so important these days because, why not live a long, healthy, happy life? If we can. It takes some work to do that. But um, my first question is, we have three questions here. What do we eat? Our exercise and our mindset. So my first question to you is, Dima, what do you eat to keep so young and fresh?
I love that question. In being a dietitian, of course, I'm very keen on looking and always being up to date with the latest studies and the recommendations that are constantly changing and being and evolving in order to increase longevity. So, in order to increase longevity, we need to decrease as much as possible the risk of chronic disease and, of course, of the leading causes of death worldwide. Nutrition has a huge role to play in this aspect. So, in terms of nutrition, what I personally eat, I'm a big fan of the Mediterranean diet. The Mediterranean diet is one of the best studied diets that has been constantly linked to longevity. It's a diet that is based on whole, unprocessed foods. It has a lot of vegetables, fruits, legumes, a lot of beans, lentils, chickpeas. It's rich in healthy fats, so avocados, olive oil, nuts and seeds are a great source of healthy fats as well as protein. It has fish, and it is not big on red meat, which I also like.
You eat red meat.
Very conservatively.
Okay, yes, because they eat raw red meat as well, don't they, in France?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And actually, Katarina, nutrition is also linked to longevity by the fact that muscle mass, the bigger our muscle mass is, the better chances we have at longevity and good health. And in order to achieve a good muscle mass, we need two things. We need nutrition, so we need to have enough protein, and exercise. It's through this combination that we can build muscle mass and fight sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the loss of body muscle that is it has been classified recently as a disease. So sarcopenia is now considered a disease. It's this gradual and natural loss in muscles that happens with age.
Yes, it's like if we don't use our muscles, they dilapidate. They become dysfunctional. Is that correct?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And the change in hormones we also undergo makes our bodies less efficient at building or conserving muscles. So we need more protein as we age in order to conserve the muscle mass that we had at a younger age.
Very interesting. And what foods do you avoid? You said that certain foods actually can cause eventual death. What
Yes,
foods
absolutely.
will you
So,
absolutely not eat?
well, I wouldn't say absolutely completely because I might have them on rare occasions, like, for example, sugars, refined sugars, simple sugars, processed foods, cold cuts, alcohol. All of these are things we should have really in moderation, or
Moderation.
even I would say more than moderation, because these are the enemies of longevity, basically.
Yes. What about hamburgers? Would you ever eat a hamburger?
Well, it happens, yes. I wouldn't say I've never had one.
No, no. What you're saying to us is you're not a fanatic. You have a
Yes,
certain you have a Mediterranean diet regime,
absolutely.
and you stick to that, and then you're flexible. Yeah, wonderful.
I believe in the 80-20 rule. 80% eating really healthy and indulging in 20% of the time, 20% or less.
Indulging, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so
What
I
about
agree with
you?
that. I mean, I eat Christmas pudding, and which is a lot of sugar, a
Yes.
lot of, yes, Christmas pudding every Christmas because it's a tradition and I love it.
And you have it
And
once
the
a
fact,
year. It's Christmas, right?
yes, it's Christmas. And so once a year it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you like to know what I do
Of
to eat?
course, I'm very curious to know, how do you keep so young and energetic and beautiful?
Thank you. Thank you. I actually run three companies, Destiny International, and then two foundations to transform schools. And I have more energy than I ever had in the whole of my life. So
What's the
mainly,
secret behind that?
yes, it's raw food. It's as
Wow.
raw as possible because I have the understanding that our cells are live. So why don't we
Mm.
eat live food? Like
Mm.
fruits and vegetables, which is Mediterranean as well. But I noticed a huge shift in my energy when I ate mostly nuts. I have a basket of fruit, which is always full, and I
Mhm.
finished the whole basket within a week. Um, a lot of vegetables, as many vegetables as I can. Vegetable, I'll heat a soup. Just
Uh-huh.
heating soup during the winter is fine,
Yeah.
but mostly raw food, raw, anything raw.
That's amazing. So you rely mostly on nuts as a source of your protein intake?
Yes, nuts and cheese. I do eat cheese. I don't eat eggs.
I see.
Yeah, because I don't believe that eggs are actually that good for you. So
Mhm.
nuts and cheese. But the first thing I do every single morning, and I've done for 3 years, is celery juice.
I see.
It cleanses the liver. I believe in cleansing the body. We clean our homes, we clean our clothes, we clean everything, and then we forget to clean our bodies. So every
Wow.
spring, I cleanse my colon because a lot of scientists believe that death starts in the colon, that we build
Mm.
up plaque, and then when we build up plaque, people eat more and more because they're not getting the nutrition. The intestines are not doing their job. They can't do their job because there's too much plaque.
Mm.
So, so I noticed a huge difference once I started a psyllium cleanse at least
Mm.
once a year. So I do that, and then celery juice every morning cleanses the liver, and the
Mm.
liver works hard to detoxify the body. So I believe we should help the liver. And my skin has improved, my energy's improved. I will take energy celery juice every single day of my life for the rest of my life. I will, because there's been such a shift.
It's amazing. I suppose you eat cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage,
Yeah.
cauliflower, onions, because these are fantastic at helping the liver in detoxifying.
Yes, absolutely. But I think there's no vegetable that I know of that will actually have the same result as celery. And I mean organic celery is
Mm.
best.
Yeah,
Uh,
celery is fantastic.
it is fantastic. Yes. Do you take celery? Do
I
you?
do. I do. I love green juice.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So let's go to exercise. What do you do for exercise?
Well, I have at least an hour of walk This is what I do at night, a night walk. I do it for stress management as well as for relaxation, as well as for exercise. I incorporate in that some jogging because I want to have the cardiovascular part, and I do at least 3 times a week resistance training in order to build these muscles and fight off sarcopenia.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you keep that up regularly, no matter what? No
No
matter
matter
what.
what.
Yeah, no
No
matter
matter what the weather is, the season is, the vacations,
or
these are non-negotiables.
wow. Or even if you don't feel like it, you do it anyway.
Absolutely, absolutely. It becomes, I have the impression with time, it becomes a source of feeling good. I mean, the feel-good hormones, the endorphins, you can feel that when you exercise. You become addicted in some way to exercise.
It's true, absolutely. You create endorphins, and your body
Yes,
starts to demand endorphins, which is a healthy,
exactly.
it's a healthy drug. It's a healthy habit to have. Yeah.
I know
Okay.
you're big on exercise, Katarina, as well.
Sorry?
I know you are big on
Oh,
exercise.
yes, I'm big on exercise, exactly. So in the winter, I mean, I live in Sweden, so the winter is long. It's from at least November, December, January, February, and part of March. So it's at least 5 months, 5 to 6 months, nearly half the year. So
Yeah.
I skate 4 kilometers a day
Wow.
almost every day, all the way through the winter. And I didn't feel
Wow.
like it today because I felt a little. I've just written a book. It's taken me three weeks to write a book, but it's taken a lot of energy. And I thought, maybe I should skip it. And I go, no, no, no. Because you know how you feel afterwards. You know, when you come
Mhm.
home, you feel relaxed, you feel energized. Go. And I'm so,
Congratulations on your book.
yeah, thank you, thank you,
That's
thank you.
fantastic. What is it about?
It's the neuroscience of your entrepreneurial success.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like everybody has a unique blueprint for success.
Hmm.
And I figured out mine and I figured out my clients and now I'm publishing it to the world. It's like figure out your sabotage strategy, reinvent it, find out your established identity, your driving purpose, your compelling vision, and you've got it handled, basically.
And how much did exercise contribute in giving you the energy to complete the book in 3 weeks?
Yes, that's a very good point. I had a wonderful time during the 3 weeks skating and then writing for 2 hours. Skating in the morning, coming back and writing, and it was just easy to write. It just flowed. So
It, yeah,
that's what I did.
I bet it boosts your creativity.
I was super creative because if you are out in nature, no matter, I mean, sometimes I was out in what some people, not really a snowstorm, but some people call it a snowstorm, but it was snowing and very cold. And sometimes up to -5 degrees. It is cold. It was mainly cold in my face, but I still did my 4 kilometers. So I do that in the winter, and in the summer, I swim 1 kilometer. Not as far,
Amazing.
but still 1 kilometer
Yeah.
almost every day. And then in between seasons, I run or I rollerblade, but mostly running. I when I lived in Cambridge, I did a lot of rollerblading. I don't do so much here because of the
Mhm.
pavements, and because they put gravel on the pavements here, and that's not good for rollerblading. But I run,
Yeah.
and I notice when I swim, even when I
Mhm.
skate, I come back. My face is different. It's changed. I don't know if you know. Do you notice that when after you come back from a run that your face is actually different,
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. It's
lighter, and happier?
yeah, it glows. Happier, absolutely. the cardiovascular system, this blood circulation definitely gives a glow. It shows through the face, through the skin, and the mood.
Yeah, absolutely. And the mood as well, because you've got
Yeah,
all these endorphins. Fantastic.
yeah.
And what about mindset? How important is mindset and meditation to longevity and staying young
Oh,
and happy?
they play a huge role, I think. I love mindfulness as well as meditation. Of course, meditation is one of the ways we can practice mindfulness, but we can do mindfulness in so many other ways. I mean, I can be mindful while cooking a dish, while brushing my teeth, while watching the sunset, while having my walk. Whatever we're doing, we can do it mindfully, and it makes a huge difference on the
Absolutely.
nervous system, on even social connections, having friends, connecting. We were once discussing this, you and I, the importance of having a social network, meeting people, connecting with people, having this kind of support plays a huge role also on mindset, on happiness, on longevity.
Absolutely. Family and friends are really,
Yeah,
really important. And
yeah,
we can never ignore that because, why are we staying young? Why are we staying healthy for our family and friends as well?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
beautiful.
meditation is fantastic when it becomes regular, like 3 months down the line, you start feeling really a difference in how you regulate emotions, how good you become at calming the mindset, at focusing, at so many things.
Yeah. And especially focus. Focus is so important. I think people miss that, but energy is important and we get that through exercise and food, but also focus,
Mm.
to use our minds the way we were meant to use our minds and use our
Mm.
brains the way we were meant to use our brains because
Yeah,
most people don't use more than 30% of their brains. Well, what's the
yeah,
other 70% doing?
yeah, yeah,
And I don't know exactly the science of it, but I'm sure that part of the brain is there to actually keep us young and
yeah,
and and to live long lives. Yeah,
yeah. Absolutely. Meditation now is scientifically proven to change the structure of the brain, neural connections, the gray matter, white matter. So it changes the brain physiologically as well in structure and in function as well.
that's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you use meditation for?
To talk to ourselves. We
Mhm.
need to talk to our bodies. We need to talk to ourselves because, as far as I know, they listen. Our
Yeah.
mind is always listening. Our subconscious mind is always listening. So our cells are alive and
Mhm.
we can send them joy. We can send them love. We can think. I think for many, many years, I've heard people say, well, you can be 10 years younger or you look 10 years younger, but that seems to be the limit. Well,
Mm.
I believe we can be at least 40 years younger or 50 years younger. Why not? The
This is
body,
amazing.
yes, thank you. I believe that the body was meant to live a lot longer than 70, 80, 90, 100 years. 100 years for me is nothing, It's
Mm.
of course we're going to live 100 years or 150 years. And the whole point is to stay young and healthy and happy at that age and not to get older. So in meditation, I meditate every night and every morning. I have a certain meditation, certain words I say to myself, to do with health, to do with happiness, to do with success, and so I basically program my mind every night and every morning, and I create my day, which we all need to do. So, and if I'm ever feel negative or, I mean, I'm a human being, I sometimes feel frustrated or a little negative. I do a 2-minute program, which
Mhm.
means I put my phone on for 2 minutes and I can complain, I can be as negative as I like, I can swear, I can shout, I can do whatever I like. I mean, my neighbors don't hear me. uh, but when the 2 minutes is up, that's it. And then 2 minutes of gratitude, what I appreciate, what I love, what's working in my life, etc. And my mind, my
Oh,
whole my emotions shift. Yeah. So that's
amazing.
yeah. Thank you. And so I believe in the neuroscience of longevity. I believe that we can talk to ourselves, we can talk to our bodies, we should, and heal ourselves. You
Yes.
know, who does the healing? Is it the doctor? No. Is it the prescription? The medication? Well, that's one thing. I don't take medication. I don't. I
Mhm.
won't. I won't even touch it. I don't know what it is, and many doctors don't know exactly, what the side effects will be anyway. So I don't take medication, but I do meditation. I was just going to say that. Uh,
Fun on words.
yes, and but I do focus on healing myself in meditation every single night and every single morning.
Mm.
So, yeah, that's basically it. Those are our secrets, everyone. Have you got any more to add or any questions or comments, Dima?
If I were to add one more thing, I
Yes.
would say quality sleep.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
This is so important for longevity. It's important for the body, for the mind, for health. It's essential.
Yes.
It's one of the secrets.
Yes.
So if I were
Absolutely.
to add one more thing, it would be sleep, I guess.
Yes, to have I have a mattress that is um, well, I sleep very well on that mattress. It's not, there's no iron in it. It's I'm not sure what you call it, but it shapes itself to my body, and then it
Okay, yeah.
down.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And I don't sleep with a pillow because with a pillow you can actually create a double chin. So
Yeah.
don't sleep if you can. The yogi people will say, uh, don't sleep with a pillow. And by the way,
Mhm.
I for most of my life, I've done hatha yoga, and that's been a huge impact on my life.
Yoga is a beautiful combination between exercise and meditation, I
Yeah.
guess. It combines both in a way.
Yes, it's stretching. After years and years of yoga, I decided to do other things like rollerblading, which is, fun as well. Okay, so that's it. What we eat, our exercise, our mindset, and sleep. Very, very important.
Yeah.
So, Dima, how do we get in touch with you?
Yeah, I think the easiest way is to reach me on LinkedIn
Yeah.
on under my name, Dima Kobrosi Katrib, the way it's showing on my screen. So this may be the fastest way. I also have a website, an Instagram account. It's dlight,
Yeah.
d-light.org. So how about you, Katarina? How can you be
Yes,
reached?
it's the same. Katarina Hanssens Carlsson on LinkedIn. My formal name is Catherine Carlsson. And yeah, reach me, have a chat about longevity, health, staying young, beautiful, and happy.
And let's keep these conversations rolling.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do this again for sure. Thank you so much, Dima, for joining.
My
It was
pleasure,
wonderful.
Katarina. Thank you so much for hosting this.
Thank you.
We'll surely keep in touch.
We will. And to all the viewers, stay young, beautiful, healthy, and happy. And start thinking, I can be 40 years younger, 40 years younger.
This is food for thought today.